Hasn't he got more subs than you?
Yeah, he does. He does. He does, but it's not all about subs. It's about who's still relevant.
So somehow KSI, the self-proclaimed nightmare, is seeing dantdm in his. The man who claims to know Victoria's Secret released a lunch kit with Logan Paul and Mr. Beast, and he's still here, 2 weeks later, crying over a tweet which said making money off kids bad, to the point where he's actually called him out to meet. And this is when you know that you've lost internet beef. But the worst part of it all, he's still not realised he's upset over a man who's busy raising his kids and not replying to him. All of this whilst he drops the biggest generational meltdown we've ever seen.
Do we want to talk about Dan what's his name?
TDM.
dantdm, yeah.
Pretending you don't know his name as if he hasn't been living in your cranium for the past 2 weeks. Maybe Tommy Fury bashed you about a little bit too much, or maybe you're starting to get memories on your phone. It's coming up to a year now, JJ. We're due a weird anime villain style promo video.
Soon you will face reality and it will hurt you.
But another reason that you come across very stupid for pretending you don't know who dantdm is. You and your boys once ranked YouTubers. Do you remember where you put him?
dantdm, God tier.
13 billion views. God tier.
Maybe this started the God complex? dantdm and Bateson87 in his role fueled an unrivaled passion for JJ. Don't know what the passion was for. Making money from fans, releasing questionable music. Well, I suppose anything's better than this.
You're getting raped today.
Yeah, that's really something.
I think we can, but look, if we
I
spend
think
too
he
long on it, it gets
stinks.
cut out. So well, let's
Yeah, you can't speak about it. Sorry, mate.
Can I not talk about him?
We all know that you can, and you have been. It's crazy how your last breath was pretending you don't know his name. Now you look visibly annoyed that Josh Zerka said that you can't speak about him. But Rotashaw in the background speaks about having things cut out. Either they're trying to protect him, or they're just embarrassed. But this man just said that dantdm stinks, right?
I don't like showering. It's just boring. Surely once a week is more than enough.
No.
Is this the low gang initiation? You just embarrass yourself for a little bit of time in the limelight, then proceed to act sour when people call you out. Maybe the brick wall that he's been arguing with has made a few jokes about his forehead, and he's decided to headbutt it a few times. Because this new era of KSI is just tragic, and people trying to defend what he's done by saying he's done wonders to make people know what Lunchly is. Are you aware that to get sales, people need to like the product? They need to think it's good. If you release something and everybody hates it, they're not going to buy it, are they? But then KSI decides to pretend that he doesn't know Dan's name, as if he didn't do like 20 tweets and videos talking about him. But then because his mates aren't joining in, the desperation takes over and he starts asking the crew.
Well,
dantdm.
the youngest here doesn't even know who he is.
Because his era was a while ago.
Yeah, he's past
So he's past it.
He's like
He's an
he's
icon.
He's
That.
fallen
He's
off.
an icon. Of the
So
scene.
why am I even talking to this guy?
We've all been asking you that exact same question. Once again, there is no back and forth. It's just you on your own. A 31-year-old man crying because of one tweet. And it's gone beyond tears too, because he's gone and dropped a song titled In the Thick of It. And credit where credit's due, threatening the world with KSI music is a 4D chess move. Now either he's had this ready for his next fuck up, or he just locks in big time. But if we just take a look at the lyrics. I'm in the thick of it. Everybody knows. They know me where it snows. Jesus Christ. I skied in and they froze. I don't know nothing but no ice. Double negative final boss. So do you know anything about ice, or don't you know anything about ice? Want to share with the class? I'm just cold. Somebody get this man a coat.
It's kids' content.
It's for kids, and the youngest kid here doesn't even watch it.
What do you mean youngest kid here? You're 31 years old, mate. I hope you're not referring to you and your mates here. It is kind of weird that you're resorting to your production team to deflect the heat off yourself, though, because I'm sure being used in the KSI versus KSI war was not in their job description. And literally 5 seconds ago, you asked why you're still talking about him. Just let it go.
Didn't he
This
also
is
sell
your-
out?
this is your beef. This is
Didn't
not
he
my
also
bad.
sell out like stadiums in America,
did a whole
across
tour.
America.
Yeah.
I did see that, and that was quite cool.
Hasn't he got more subs than you?
Yeah, he does. He does. He does, but it's not all about subs. It's about who's still relevant.
Megamind is fuming. And to this day, you're still crying about him. He must be pretty relevant in your mind. To think that he brought this up on this podcast as well. His friends were willing to keep quiet for his sake. But nah, KSI wants to just shout into the void and claim that he won. And to the guy behind the scenes who said that, maybe get your LinkedIn updated. I imagine in the morning you're going to need to get quite busy on there. I refuse to believe that this unwashed deodorant crusader will tolerate that level of disrespect. For a man who made a documentary titled KSI Can't Lose to where we are today, I just wish Joe Weller won. We wouldn't have had any of this.
Sometimes.
But anyway, back off, Dan.
If Dan backed off any further, he'd find your, he'd find that. He'd be playing FIFA 12 with you, shouting at people to get their tits out. And he'd probably advise against that Eurogamer video. But after such a grueling experience on a podcast where your mates don't just blindly agree with you, KSI decides to throw some other creators under the bus. In his first response, he spoke about other creators who promoted sweets, and in KSI response to KSI version 23, he shows a picture of Kai Cenat doing a brand deal with McDonald's.
Back off, Dan.
Honestly, a penny for Dan dantdm's thoughts right now. He's probably going to be sat at home with his feet up with his wife and his kids whilst a millionaire shadow boxes thinking about him and starts crying on social media, which is kind of what this community note said. Once again, getting cooked by a community note. This KSI downfall needs to be studied. But another embarrassing KSI moment came from a deleted tweet. It was after one of his 1 million replies to dantdm, the same man he claims is irrelevant, by the way. The same man whose name he couldn't remember. When KSI said, "Thanks for the free promo, yappa yappa yappa," someone replied saying, "Bro, this is not helping you at all. Wrap it up and apologize." Which is probably fair criticism. But he replied, "Your mother should apologize to me for creating you." 31 whole years on this planet. And he told someone they shouldn't have been born because of some moldy cheese. But speaking of cringe, KSI tried his hand at acting.
My name's Bobby Goldfin.
Oh, because he's a goldfish.
Is this the standard of comedy now? No wonder the Sidemen have Stephen Tries on speed dial. But if you don't know what's going on here, he's basically reacting to a clip of Britain's Got Talent for a bit. And Britain's Got Talent is some sort of dated show where people go on and give a sob story so that they can perform in front of the royal family or some shit. It's known for making great stars such as Jeremy Swaztek as Lynch and Susan Boyle. And they've asked KSI to be a talent judge. Talent judge.
Yo, what's up, Simon?
Hello, KSI.
This is the voice that he hears before he tweets Dan. So this whole time, KSI has just been controlled like Green Goblin. And if you don't recognize that puppeteer, it's Simon Cowell. He's known for being a tough-talking, horrible bastard. Now he just kind of looks terrifying. I know that probably sounds mean, but he's made a career out of being mean to people. Now he looks like one of those things outside Willy Wonka's factory.
Why do you sound like Simon Cowell?
Because it is Simon Cowell, and don't ask how I got your mate's number.
Talent judge, by the way. But to be fair, if his lyrics are accurate, there is always drama when he rings. It just so happens that it's year 5 level. Like, it's just L after L at this point. Maybe KSI's idol is Bevo or something. But in 2024, TV appearances are a little bit worrying for someone of KSI's level of following, especially when you feature on a dying show like Britain's Got Talent. If it was The Chase or Tipping Point, then I'd probably respect it.
Talking about making things happen, Bruno is going to be away for a few days.
What the fuck is this? Why do we need a close-up of KSI's fingers? A POV of a Lunchly or a Prime bottle? Somebody would have watched this back and thought it looked sick. Because I refuse to believe that in the year 2024, KSI is editing a video. So somebody's actually been paid for this. But 10 likes and I'll apply for KSI to judge my talents. Maybe I'll set a world record for amount of Lunchlys eaten. But maybe KSI is Mr. Knowledge after all, because he went on a podcast with his business partners and he literally predicted all of this.
I wouldn't be surprised with Lunchley we'll get a few dumb people on X, etc., being like, "Oh my god, they're trying to poison the kids now."
Up there with Donald Trump saying they're eating the dogs. But to be fair to him, he called it, not the poisoning part. For legal reasons, I should make it clear the John5161 channel is not accusing KSI of poisoning children. I mean the few idiots on Twitter part, but there was kind of just one big one. He goes by the name of Knowledge and he's tweeting about burgers to try and prove a point. A point which is not there. And I think we all know how this is going to end. He's going to do a 10-minute video of him laughing excessively, then saying he's a god or a king and he played the world and we all fell for it. So clever Knowledge, so much strength and so much integrity displayed. Sweet dreams, and I hope Dan's face isn't keeping you up at night. Future me here, on the topic of KSI and friends. I was just about done editing this video, then I saw this tweet by Tommy in it. He posted a tweet about Logan Paul's podcast he did with Donald Trump, and there was a little detail that went unnoticed until this morning. Logan has a chapter in this video titled Gaza Conflict. Chapters on YouTube is basically where the YouTuber creates a timestamp segment of their video with a title of their choice. I guess it's for people who want to skip to a certain topic or something. But as you can see here, he's advertising Prime in this segment. Now, at first I thought, surely this is a mistake, a lapse of judgment, if you will. Surely it's just overlapped and it's only a couple of seconds. No. When the ad ends, the chapter ends. I don't know how anybody's seen this and thought this was a good idea. How do you go from interviewing a world leader about people dying to, hey, drink Prime? It's just so dystopian. Anyway, like and subscribe or you have to eat moldy cheese.